Doomsday.
WWE Elimination Chamber. It may sound like I'm a little disappointed by this pay-per-view. I don't want to say that. There is a lot to be said on how good some of the stuff was on this pay-per-view. The kickoff match, we had Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Ryback and Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel brought out his grandfather, Larry the Axe Hennig. That was pretty cool that he did that. Now, the Rhodes got the win. Very cool. I was glad to see that. I was a little worried, though, watching this match because the crowd wasn't really into it. Not that they were quiet, but it's just, I was like, come on, guys, let's get into this. This is the first match of the night. Let's get hyped. Let's get excited. And I was nervous that the night wasn't going to go that well. But, pay-per-view match. Intercontinental Championship. Big E Langston versus Jack Swagger. I should say Big E. That's going to be hard for me to not call him that anymore. Big E gets the win. I was surprised by how much the crowd was rooting for Swagger because usually it's Antonio that gets the We the People chants. But no, they were kind of cheering for Swagger. Again, weird. But Big E pulled off some great spots like when he speared Swagger through the ropes. Awesome. Then Bad News Barrett comes out and he gives us some bad news. I don't even remember which news he said by this point because he came out so many times. But I'll get to that. Tag Team Champions of the World! The New Age Outlaws defend against the Uso Brothers. Decent match. The Outlaws retain, but they retain in a way that makes me go, maybe this feud can continue to WrestleMania. They did it in a sort of cheap type of way. I don't know, maybe wishful thinking, because I'd love to see the Usos win the belts at WrestleMania. They deserve that moment. But once again, Bad News Barrett comes out, and I think this time he might have mentioned Daniel Bryan, how he's injured, so he's not going to win the match tonight, yada yada. Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young. I was glad that this got a pay-per-view match because these two deserved it, and they went back and forth. I wasn't too surprised that Titus got the win, and I love that move, the Clash of the Titus, I think he calls it, aka the Sky High that D'Lo Brown used to do. Bad News Barrett comes out again. I think this time he talked about Hulk Hogan, who, yes, Hulk Hogan is coming back to WWE tomorrow night. Not only that, he's hosting WrestleMania. What a surprise. Now, the Wyatts versus The Shield. The fact that the crowd not only got super excited, super into this match, this was the first match where they exploded over, but the fact that they were chanting, "This is awesome," before it even started, without a doubt, was my favorite match of the night. Just watching them go back and forth, the high spots that Seth Rollins pulled off over the top rope, landing on his feet. This guy was on fire. I even loved the energy Ambrose brought to it, but him and Bray Wyatt like disappeared in the crowd. Then they put Rollins through the announce table, and even with all that, I thought maybe Roman Reigns was going to do what he did at Survivor Series, at the Royal Rumble, and just clean house and be the sole survivor, the sole victor, but no. It proved to be too many odds, and he gets pinned by Bray Wyatt. It was phenomenal. I loved it. I can't say enough good things about this match. Wow. We had a bonus match. The Divas Champion, AJ, defending the title against Cameron. How much did I not give a shit about this match? And look, I'm not just saying it because it's a Divas match. I personally want to see the Divas division do well, and I love AJ as the champion. And I like that she came out and sort of bragged about being the champion. But Cameron, I don't think Cameron was ready for this title match. She's not that great, and I know you could say that about half of the Divas right now, but Cameron just wasn't ready for this pay-per-view match. I know it originally was supposed to be Naomi. I wish we got that match because this match was just who cared? And then the fact that nobody even won the match, Tamina accidentally super kicked AJ. I don't think the point was who won this match. I think, hopefully, this could set up Tamina versus AJ for the title at WrestleMania. I'm not going to say that'll be the best case scenario for the Divas title, but as far as the Divas that we have now, it's probably the only interesting thing that they could do. Bad News Barrett comes out once again. What a shocker. Okay, fine. Then they do a backstage segment with Santino Marella playing with the toys, the wrestling action figures. Emma comes in. He gets embarrassed because she saw him playing with toys. The Great Khali, who for some reason still has a job there, he came in. Los Matadors and the Bull came in. I'm just like, okay, great. Let's just bring out the oddities to come back there. Batista versus Alberto Del Rio. Now this is sad. It's sad because when Batista came out, I literally said, oh yeah, Batista has a match tonight. I forgot about this match. Wow. Maybe that was because of how great the Shield and Wyatt's match was, or maybe I just don't give that much of a shit about Batista coming back. And look, I don't want to attack Batista because I kind of feel bad for him, a little bit. I feel bad for him that he probably thought, hey, I've been away for 4 years, I'm going to come back to WWE, and hopefully the fans love it, and I'm going to get cheered. But no, the fans not only boo your ass, but they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. And yeah, Alberto came out with the neck brace and the cane, and he actually had me going. I was thinking maybe WWE was nervous about this match so much that they were going to cancel it and do something else. But no, Alberto attacks Batista. The match starts. Alberto dominates the match to the cheers of the crowd, and they couldn't have been not into this match any less. They were chanting for CM Punk. They were chanting We Want Lesnar. They were chanting Y2J, RVD. Some of these chants even JBL was acknowledging because the chants were that loud you couldn't ignore it. Batista, what a surprise, got the win. That brings us to our main event. Elimination Chamber for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The two that start is Cesaro and Sheamus. It felt like they wrestled for a while until somebody else came out. But overall, I'm going to say that the Chamber match was good. It wasn't great. I've seen better. There was a couple points that I liked. Like, there was a moment where Cesaro had Christian. He was going to go for the big swing. Cena jumped for a crossbody, and that forced Cesaro to toss Christian into the turnbuckle. That was just really cool. I wasn't expecting that to go down. It was a little weird that Orton was the last one to come out of the pod. It's like, okay, so that didn't look any more forced or predetermined by the Authority. So then Christian did a high spot frog splash off the top of the chamber. I'm glad that Christian was in this match and that he got that moment, because there was rumors that they were going to take Christian out of this match and maybe bring Brock Lesnar in, or who knows. If that would have happened, yeah, it would have made it more exciting and more interesting. It would have been like, holy crap, what's going to happen if Brock's in this? But I also would have felt bad for Christian, because as long as he's been there, he deserves this main event spot, if not for this last time. The Wyatts came out, and they beat Cena up. Orton eliminated Cena, so Cena is officially out of the main event picture for WrestleMania. That's pretty freaking huge. And yeah, we kind of knew that this was going to happen, but the fact that it's official now, probably. That Bray Wyatt versus John Cena looks like it's going to happen for WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to that. This was obvious to me. I knew that Bryan wasn't going to win. But when Orton hit the RKO and Bryan kicked out, I jumped out of my seat and I was chanting yes with the crowd, because I said, holy crap, are they really going to give it to us? Finally, after 6 months of this whole thing of Bryan constantly getting screwed out of the title over and over again since SummerSlam. But no, Kane, who was out there for whatever reason, hits Bryan, costs him the match, he gets RKO'd, and Orton retains the fucking title. Now, them showing the crowd's reaction, all of their disappointed faces, I was thinking, yeah, they're having the same reaction that I'm having right now. Lets us realize that the main event for WrestleMania, as we speak, is Randy Orton versus Batista. That's the main event. Randy Orton versus Batista. In 2014. Because that's the match that I want to see. For the title. Because that's the match. Good fucking job, Triple H. You had a choice. You had your pick. For two guys to main event WrestleMania. For two guys to get the big paycheck. The big WrestleMania paycheck. And who did you pick? Your two good friends, Randy Orton and Batista. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of Bryan getting screwed. I'm sick of... If they think that that's the match we want to see for WrestleMania, then fuck you. I would say I'm not going to order this pay-per-view, but the WWE Network starts tomorrow, and it's only $10 a month. So I'd be an idiot to not do it. So luckily, you probably feel like you can do whatever the fuck you want for WrestleMania because you're not going to charge us full price this time, are you? No, it's $10, so you're going to give us whatever shit match you want to for the title. I can only imagine what the reaction is going to be. How much this match is going to get booed out of the building. Wow. Triple H. That's it. That's my reaction to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Again, I didn't hate the show. It's just I'm not liking what WrestleMania looks like right now. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.